Namaste, everybody. I figured I'd make this video real quick. This is like an intermission video, okay? I have a few notes that I want to go over just to give you an update real quick and let you know what's going on. Um, by the way, thank you, every one of you. Those of you who've gone to my website, who have watched the videos, to my subscribers, as well as anyone who has told someone else about this wacky nut job that looks like he's gonna have a heart attack sometime, and but he just might be on to something, if you gotten this far, at least, I know that you gotta be thinking about that. Look, I'm just gonna talk about a few things here. Number one, okay, three things basically, okay. I don't know if we'll get to the third one or not, but we'll just go over, just a couple of things. Number one, how long is it gonna take me to finish and be ready to deliver to you part three and or part four? It looks like, for what I see right now, is that there is gonna be a part four. Because there's just too much to go over, and like I said, it's a process, so I have to give you all the pieces so that, all right, for example, okay, perfect example, we'll talk about this right now. All right, I on December 21st, which was my Christmas vacation, I quit my job. That's what I did. Fuck, I just told them I'm done, because I've been working on this. Jesus, I mean, 5 years ago, man, when I was at that rest area in Pennsylvania, boom, I got, holy shit, like I got it, right? So I was like, that's it, now. And what's happened over the last 5 years, it's not like I was like I am today now 5 years ago. Fucking far from it. All right, I'm fucking 5 years old right now. I'm 5 years old. Imagine being 5 years old without having that pain that I told you about, living with it every moment of every day for 36 years. Okay, so the way I see that I'm like a 5 year old. But let me tell you something, okay? So look, I'm fat, I'm broke, I smoke, um, other things. I nothing else though. Um, I don't drink, I mean, my relationship with my daughters isn't perfect. It sucks. I wish I could talk to them every day, whatever. So here's what I'm telling you. But you see, like, I used to beat myself up about that. Okay, now I'm enlightened. Shit, why the fuck isn't shit happening more? Why can't I manifest these shits and all these other fucking things? Not to mention that, yes, you know what? I meditated. I did all kinds of fucking crap. And I'll tell you, not that it's crap. I love meditating. I fucking love, love meditating. Here's the thing. I learned my own belief. Okay, my relationship with my body, with my mind, with my heart, with my soul, with my consciousness, with my being, with my whatever the fuck it is, with my Joe Pesci. you know, it's like my relationship is like, how could I say? My relationship with my body. Look at it this way. Forget about that for now. But I will tell you, you guys are already meditating. You just don't even know it. People who say they have a problem, that's like that. It's easy to learn. Anyway, so here's the perfect example, okay? I quit my job December 21st. I had a Christmas vacation. I worked a few months, to be able to do what? To put money away for this, okay? For me to fucking dedicate all my time to doing this. That's all I've done, day in and day out. 18 hours a day. I'm on my fucking ass on this chair, looking at this computer, typing, going over notes. I got notes and notes and notes, and I got. Look at it this way, okay? Look, okay. This is just so you know. All right, on the website, you got the biography, you got the audio biography, you got the web page built. Um, that's my web page. It is what it is. I think it's fucking beautiful. Um, what else? What else? I got. Hey yo, stop it, buddy. All right, so here's what I've done. Now, this is all going from notes that I've taken for the last 5 years, man. I've been taking notes on like my experience, right? But I left on December 21st. I didn't sit down to start. Like I had a lot of stuff written already, but I didn't sit down and really just put it down. And it was like this, man. It's like I've been rehearsing this, and I've been not rehearsing it. I've been studying it and researching it and really getting in there, and Jesus, the things that I've experienced, man. I mean, that's why I like I said, I did it alone, and that's something that, well, yeah, nobody should go through it alone. It's like it's nice to have somebody that you care about. So it's nice to have someone who cares about you enough to act like an idiot or whatever. Crazy man, not an idiot, a crazy man. Um, like that's who I am. You know how hard that is to be. I've heard it all my life. All my life, people have shut me down because of it. Oh, you're too hyper. You're too crazy. You're too enthusiastic. That's all I've ever fucking heard. And as it turns out, that's the fucking best. That's when I feel the best in my life. I feel great. So anyway, getting on with this fucking story here. Okay. This document right now is 92 pages long. Okay. You guys got up to page 60. Now, after all is said and done, there will be somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe, and I don't know this for a fact, but maybe like 150, maybe, to get this. I think more, like 160, 170, like 170 pages of just. Now, I have so far 32,782 words. That's not including. Okay, that's not including all the ad libbing and backtracking and whatever something else comes up and I get distracted like I just did. um, so okay, so that's I sat down at like the second week of January. All right, and I started really pounding this out like the first week of January. Like I think I got back on the 7th, So I sat down in the chair and I haven't moved, man. I don't go anywhere. I don't go anywhere. Why? Because shit, I feel so good when I'm doing this. I feel so amazing. Which brings us to this question, okay? Um, a very good time. All right, so now you know that's what I've done. Now understand something, okay? We'll get to that in a second. So how long is it going to take for me to finish it to deliver part 3 and 4? Which is, well, okay. That depends on two things, okay? Number one, how important is it to you? That's the first question, okay? Number two, what are you willing to do to get it? How important is it to me, okay? Listen to this shit, okay? I quit my job. Now I'm planning to have like a couple of grand in the bank. Nah, that never fucking happened. No. All right. So now I have a situation where I have a job that that I can keep working and it'll pay my bills and it is what it is, right? No, I quit that job because I know what I have to share, and you already fucking know. If you're still here, you already know that it's something that could help you. If in fact when you realize this is true, it does in fact deliver what it promises. All right. So how can I keep that to myself? I can't. I can't live with myself. This was given to me to pass along, not to keep to myself. In the Vedas, the Vedantic philosophy, I mentioned it already. In the Vedas, there's a hymn at the end, and it says that that you should learn to walk and talk and think with your fellow man, and have your fellow man walk and talk and think with you. Okay. And it's like, if you have this beautiful shit that I have, right? If I have this beautiful shit, right, and I could be happy all day long. I'm fucking happy all day long for everything. I'm fucking grateful for everything, right? Now I can have that I could live a life like that. But fuck does it suck to do it alone. Fuck does it suck to do it, to have that, and see the people around you suffering needlessly fucking for no reason. They think that all these reasons and excuses that they deserve to feel like this. That's wrong, man. That's fucking wrong. Well, it's wrong for me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's right for them, but just for me, I had that for 36 years, nonstop, and I got rid of it. I'm happy with that. So there you go. You know, I quit my job. Now listen, I'm nobody's paying my bills. Rent is due at the end of the month. Rent, and there's a reason why I'm like, you know what? You'll learn. You'll understand this. Okay, it's more important. Gandhi said, "Take care of the moment, and the future will take care of itself." And I'm a firm believer in that. But you gotta have a lot of fucking balls to fucking do that shit. It's not like I'm fucking crazy. Do I sound fucking stupid to you? You know, so who the fuck quits his job, right? To fucking do this? I do. Because like I told you, a couple of days ago, I was like, you know, I am more ashamed to deny who I truly am than to do something that others would disapprove of. So I got no rent. My phone is due. My electric is due. I paid my bills up until, last month. They're paid, right? So I'm not fucking, nobody's knocking on my door. Not that that would be a first fucking thing. you know? Eviction's fucking, whatever. But you know what? You're worth an eviction. You're worth for me to have to pack up my shit and go, oh, you know what? You're worth losing it, all of this. All of this. Because to deliver this gift to you, if it meant that I was doing it under a subway train, I'd do it with a fucking smile on my face. I don't care. It doesn't matter if I'm cold, if I'm hot. It doesn't matter. That's how important this message is, as you fucking know. Okay? So, that's how important it is to me. Okay? And I'll be fine, man. I'm not worried about it. I really fucking... That's the fucking... I'm not worried about it. Okay. Whatever will happen, will happen. When I send an email, my signature is "Let Life Unfold." I'm doing what I know in my heart is the absolute best that I could be doing in my life. And I am living my life, period. You know? So, let life unfold. You know, that's just a little trinket that I can give you, man. Aside from honestly, who am I? That changed my life. After I read uh um Words of Grace from Sri Ramana Maharshi, an hour after I read the essay. I had that on my hand ever since because I always wanted to remind myself on a consistent basis. I put it somewhere where I could see it all the time, every minute. Who am I? Who am I being? Am I being that chicken shit fucking cocksucker? That I'm in here that tells me, that you got to pay your rent, you got to pay your bills, or am I being who I was created to be? And I believe it, man. I was created in the image of something. Whatever the fuck created me, I don't give a fuck what image it is. The simple fact that I have nails on my fingers so I can grab things, that I have eyebrows around my eyes so the fucking sweat doesn't get on them. That I have whatever. This is a perfect machine, and it's perfect in every way, even that it's dying. It's fucking great. Thank God. I can't wait. Fuck. Not that I'm in any rush to get there. I say all the time, I'm like, listen, you know what? Let me just get this message out, then you can take me. Take me, and just let me get the message out once. Because that's all it'll ever take, is once. You don't need to fucking keep going over and over. No. You're gonna get it. It's gonna stick. You're not gonna have to fuck all that. No. You know what? You're gonna start picking up books and tapes and all this other shit only because it expands the fucking fury. And like I said, listen, that's the only way I did it. All right, I did it. I mean, I had to fucking read all these books that I've fucking read and all this other shit. We're getting to know each other. So, how important is it to me? I'm willing to give it all. For you! But for me. I want to make that clear. But for me. All right? Listen, like I was telling you about the Vedas, learn to think and walk and talk with them and, have people think and walk and talk with you. All right, here's the point. Okay? So, if I have this light in front of me, inside of me, and I'm enjoying my life, and I'm happy, and I'm taking chances, and I'm not afraid. I'm living my life in a way that for 36 years I never knew existed, that I could have it or not. And I'm not giving that to my fellow man. That I'm fucking useless. I'm fucking useless. Not only am I useless, I'm alone. You know. So when I said in the beginning, I said to you that I wasn't here to help you. The truth is, I'm here to help myself. The reason I'm doing this is because I know that if I can help, and listen, honestly, this is freaky fucking shit. Okay, uh, if you read my no religion, I'm all religions now, but the Sermon on the Mount, man, the Sermon on the Mount, blow your mind if you really get it. The Sermon on the Mount. It's called, and Leo Tolstoy wrote a book, amazing book, all right, called The Kingdom of God is Within. Okay, so um, in that book specifically, that book was the one that led me to the Sermon on the Mount, and then I really learned the Sermon on the Mount, because of Leo Tolstoy. War and Peace. The Kingdom of God is Within, among many others. So anyway, so that's that. Let me tell you why it's important to me. It's important to me because, because what I'm doing is I'm creating the kingdom of whatever. I'm creating a world. I'll tell you what. Let me put it this way. Gandhi said, "Become the change that you want to see in the world." All right. Become, quote, become the change that you want to be in the world. Okay. Thanks a lot, Mahatma. Listen, you know, he tells us what we gotta do, but he doesn't tell us how to fucking do it. You know what he says? Rita Gita. Okay, Gandhi, thanks. But so anyway, back to this. It's like that's how important it is to me. What I'm doing is I am creating the change that I want to see in the world. Now, maybe some people aren't going to agree with me, and it is what it is. I mean, it's all flavors. Remember, crooked and straight, all the same. Doesn't matter. But I do know that there are people like me that fucking suffer the way I did. I know that shit. I know that shit because you want to know something? There are more poor houses than there are rich ones. So I know that there's a lot of more you. So that's who I'm talking to. And I'm talking to the rich guy too because guess what, motherfucker? It's not just the money anymore, is it? I mean, there are a lot of rich people. I had money. I blew it like an asshole because it's not, yeah, it's just whatever. So why is it important to me? It's because I'm building a world. I'm building the world. I'm building the kingdom of God. I'm building the world that I want to see. The world that I not want to see. Want to live in. I'm never gonna see this shit. What I really like, really believe this is going. I'll never fucking see that. That'll happen long after you and I are gone. But if we can build a machine that can operate on its own, forget about it. This shit'll never die. Never. Anyway, so, I don't know what I'm putting it all on the line for you. Okay. That's how important it is to me. All right. What am I willing to do? To get it, to do that, to give that to you, you already know from this conversation. So now I'm here. All right. I got the tools. I got it. I'm telling you, I got it all. It's all A to Z. Not only that, that'll bring us to the next question. So you have to ask yourself, how important is it to you? What are you willing to do to help me give this to you? Because I got it. I just, I need the time or whatever. Let me tell you something. I have to be responsible for my own well-being, So if that means that I got to go, into a truck again and spend, let me ask you something. What do you want me? What do you want? Who do you want me to be for you? I could be this man right here, and I can deliver what I have because, you need it. And I'm creating a world that I want to be that's beautiful and amazing. So now how important it is to me and what I'm willing to do. So, where do you fit in? Okay, I know obviously if you're still here and you listen to me, this is important to you. I mean, you could be the biggest numbnuts in the world, and if you understood the shit that I said to you, you know that, if there's even just a possibility, I mean, it's not costing you anything right now. It's not going to cost you. Listen to this. That's the second thing that we're going to go over too, which is what comes next. And I'm going to explain that to you in a minute. But for now, let's just finish this up. What are you willing to do? Now, what I've done. Now, listen. All this that you see, the videos or the editing, the web page building, all the audio, this tape right here, 32,000 words. I'm working on it. Look, the intermission, which is this what we're talking about, it's like 1,700 words, all right? And I'm not even going anywhere near, all right, word for word. I'm just talking to you because I'm just like, I said to myself, fuck typing it. Let me just tell them what the fucking deal is and let them fucking figure it out. Um, so what are you willing to do to get it? Understand what I've done. I have sent to everyone in my phone book, everyone in my email, hundreds of, radio stations, internet stations. And I'm not done. Nowhere near it. Okay, nowhere near it. My friends, I'm telling my friends, I tell people of my past, people I've owed money to, and I haven't paid back. Okay, which is a big thing because you know what? I told them straight up too. I was like, look, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Now I was working on it because I always said I will make good on it all. But right now I know that whatever it is that I'm going through is for a purpose. That purpose has arrived. So it's like, yay, listen, you know what? I know, I was an asshole, whatever. Look at what you helped me become. Look at what you've given me. Now it's my turn to say, hey, here. Now, regardless, all right? I'm going to make good or I'm not, I mean, I could be struck down dead by the freaking swine flu tomorrow, who the fuck knows? But what I can tell you is this, is that right now in this moment and every moment that my heart is beating and that I'm breathing, I am fucking working to make it right for myself, for the people around me, for the people that trusted me, and you know what? Fuck them. They've learned a lesson too. Hopefully they're listening to this and they know what I'm talking about. And you know what? I'm not going to deny it either. You know what? I say, hey, listen, trust me. I got this thing I'm working on, whatever, I mean, I did a lot of things, but always trying to get to that place, And hey, you know what? Guess what? It was all worth it. It was all worth it. So what are you willing to do? So I'm making contacts to all these people. You know what you can do to help me so that I can have the resources that I need to bring you this closure of this one place. End of all suffering, elation. End of all suffering, elation. And I'm not fucking with you. Straight up. Nothing holding you back. Nothing keeping you from it. Nothing that'll ever get in your way. Nothing that you'll never be able to handle. Same thing. Roller coaster, right? You're the fucking operator. And I gotta fucking tell you, okay? I like having that cigarette hanging out of my mouth, all right? And having that beer next to the control just kicking back saying, yeah, baby. Woo, that's fucking hot, So anyway, what are you willing to do? You know what? Tell your friends. Tell people you know who suffer. Put it on your Facebook page, Twitter, because I'm working right now with several companies, seminar companies. I'm working with publishers. I've sent out to all 300, 400 publishers, radio stations, television, all the talk shows, everywhere. All right, because I believe that once I get it done, once it's done, you're going to realize that this is a new day, and we are going to have some fucking fun. Speaking of which, okay, so how important is to you? Figure it out. What are you willing to do? I told you, help me out. Get this thing to people who can look at it and catch up with you, because who gives a shit? When I get a publisher or a seminar company and they say, hey, listen, you know what, we want to do a seminar or whatever, and then we got to do that. It's going to get really busy here. It's going to get really busy, which means that I'm going to be doing a lot of things. And that's why I put so much time, 18 hours a day, 19 hours a day. I've got 40 fucking hours straight. 40, 42 hours straight working, loving it. I don't sleep like Wayne Dyer says. He says that when he's writing, that he only sleeps like an hour a day. fuck that. I sleep more than that, but it's still. But I'm up for extended periods of time, doing this. Um, so, what are you willing to do to get it? Help me out, man. Help me out. Get the pages because you know what? We get the orders and they'll help us fill the seats. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if these companies see that you people are really understanding and you're standing behind it together as a group in harmony, wanting the same thing, working just as hard, in harmony. If they see that, that's all it's going to take. And, we, the people, will have them work for us where everyone benefits equally. Everyone benefits equally. Um, all right. So now that's what you can do. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. Just whatever you could do to help me out. I need to get the numbers up there. I need to get the numbers. Where people and I don't want for you to use 7 accounts. No, if that's the way, don't do it. You're not ready yet. You're still dealing with that judgment and that fear about yourself. Forget it. Go out there and bring people in because the more people you bring in, man, the more brothers and sisters you will have in ways that you never thought possible. Think about what's riding on the line for you and then make your choice. So, the next thing that we're going to talk about is what's next. Okay, what's next? Okay. I'm going to tell you what's next in a very simple analogy, okay? True story. I have this friend, John. John broke his arm. Right? He broke his arm and he said to me, he said, dude, listen, can you switch cars with me, because he had a stick shift. It was a Porsche 944. And beautiful car, man, beautiful, cherry red, beautiful car, right? And I had a Grand Marquis, a Lincoln Grand Marquis, which is in great shape. So he says, hey, listen, switch the cars with me, and I'm like, okay. And I had another car at the time too, so I didn't really use the Porsche. I left it parked at the house, it's a nice car and everything. So, so it's about a week later after we switched cars. Um, I decide in the middle of the night. This is New York, 24 hours a day. A&S Bagels in Franklin Square. You can go there anytime. Great bagels, great sandwiches. All hours, 24 hours. So I get this hankering to go to A&S Bagels. Or the Great Neck for bagels, either one. All I know is that I got this hankering. So, you know what? This is winter time, so but it's no snow, no snow. Um, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go take the 944, right? So I go and I get in the 944, man, and I'm I'm blasting gears going up the block, right? Like 2 blocks, 3 blocks from my house, man. Whoa, 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 right? Yeah, I'm having a good time. I'm just fucking jamming those gears. I make a right turn. What I didn't see was that there was a garbage truck that went by, and it was like zero. Okay, so it froze the slush, you know. And when I took that turn, I took it a little too fast. And not that I'm stupid. I could drive. I've been driving all my life, but not too fast. But it doesn't matter how fast I went. Boom. All right. Now I'm sliding on that ice, and I came to a stop. Inside a fucking brand new Nissan Maxima, okay? Brand new. Sticker still on it, you know? Here's the moral of my story, okay? I was driving a car that I wasn't familiar with, okay? That I had never driven. I'd never driven a 944 before. I've driven a lot of cars as a car hauler, but I'd never driven, and I'd never driven. Well, I have taken a couple of cars for a spin. The time machine, the Back to the Future car, I hauled the car, DeLorean, just like that. I think it was a 92 DeLorean. Yeah, I had to take that one off the truck to make sure that it wasn't leaking something. I had to take it around the block a couple of times, like 4 times. Anyway, Um, let me see. Hold on a second. All right, so it's like right now we're rebuilding your engine. It's gonna be a nice brand new ATV, capable of doing fucking anything. That truck fucking goes through roadblocks and shit, right? So you got all this good shit, right? Um, have you ever driven it before? You see, if you're not careful, and I'm telling you, like for 5 years now, man, like I've been through a lot of potholes, man, a lot of scary fucking places. I knew I still did know that it was going to be all right. I'll tell you something. Here's something that you want that you should really realize is that just because your suffering is gone doesn't mean that your body will not automatically react to circumstances in your life, and like anger, for example. My dog, right? Like after I had my change, I love my dog. I've always loved my dog, but I took on a special feeling that what, that's he's mine to take care of. He can't take care of himself, and if he pisses on the fucking couch or he chews up something that I fucking left laying around, it's like he doesn't know he's doing anything wrong. So how could I punish this dog, right? So, I don't hit him, but you know let me I'll tell you a story. He One time I got up in my truck. I got out. I went. I go get my coffee. I come back. When I get my coffee, I go to pay, and I'm like, man, I lost money and shit. I lost like $60. I thought I had lost $60. When I got back to my truck, I knew for a fact that I did, because he had $60 torn up in a million fucking pieces. Right now, poor by today's standards. Still, even so, I pay bills and shit, spend money, living on the road and shit. All kinds of fucking bullshit, taxes and shit. So, anyway, so now, I start screaming at him, yelling at him, and I take him and I put him on the top bunk because I'm gonna try to salvage his money. It's just like it was just automatic that in that situation that I've been in before, where I've had to scold the dog. I've had dogs for a long time. I've always been used to acting. But here's the thing, okay? This is the funny thing, that while that was happening, my body is screaming and I'm going through anger and I'm going. But you know what I noticed is that I used to get angry. I used to get red hot. I'm doing it, but I'm not red hot. And that stopped me in my tracks. And I said, you know what? It's fucking amazing that even though I'm not suffering, my body automatically reacts based on my senses, what they've been so used to perceiving over the last 36 years, that my body automatically reacts to that anger. Okay? Um, I want to make sure I cover everything. Okay, so look, all right? You got the point. I don't have to fucking drill it into you. You're not fucking stupid if you gotten this far. So, my plan is this. We're gonna get to this stage, and after this stage, I mean, I want to put on seminars. Uh, s- I'm figuring out a way to make it affordable for absolutely anybody who needs to go. For some reason, some way, somehow, we're gonna figure it out where we're going to be able to have a seminar at a reasonable price, to cover expenses. Speaking of which, like, I mean, I need to earn a living too. I mean, if I'm going to dedicate my life to this, I still have to pay my rent, my phone, my car, my food, my bills. I mean, look at my two teeth, right? I pulled those two out myself because I couldn't afford a dentist. Well, nah, not really. I pulled them out because I wanted to know what it was like to pull my own fucking teeth. Some survival thing that I've done. I've done it 3 times too. And I actually like them, man. When I look in the mirror, I look fucking good, man. I'm like, you know what? I'll tell you what. To me, you know what these two missing teeth are? They are a reminder that my body is decaying. You know that we're running out of time. So cherish every opportunity that you get now. Okay, make this moment count. Take care of the present moment, and the future will take care of itself. It'll take care of itself. So, so I don't know what's going to happen, what we're going to do. And listen, I'm telling you this, okay? Because I want to be totally honest with you from this day forward, through our entire relationship, because I have nothing to hide. I don't know if it'll be like that or, whatever the case may be, but I need to make as much money as I would make living a comfortable, you know, living a life that I'm comfortable with. But understand something. I have everything that I want. I just don't, need. What I do need is my salary. No, everybody needs a salary to be able to live. You know, but honestly, I mean, I haven't purchased fucking, oh my God, anything that I haven't needed in almost fucking 2 years, man. Almost that long. I can't remember when it was. Maybe a year ago, I replaced my phone because the other one was fucking. I still had to carry the battery pack with it. you know. Anyway, it wasn't that bad. So anyway, after we complete this mission, 3, 4 videos, you can experience that thing that's called, End of All Suffering and Enlightenment. That's where we're gonna go, and that's why I'm taking my time to show you what the fuck is going on because all these little pieces have to fit. Also, now the point of all the little pieces had to fit was that everything that you've seen, I've done in 3 days. Everything. Everything that I've told you has been done this far. All the emails, all the phone calls, all the videos, the audios, the web page, this, that, this, that, this, that. 3 days. That's it. 3 days I started. All right, I started. I had line my ducks up in a row. So that's why I'm telling you about this because I want you to line your ducks up in a row. Like this is my roller coaster, right? So I'm letting you know so that you don't say at the end, "Oh my God, now what? Oh God, now I gotta pay." No, I'm telling you, fuck you. You gotta pay. I gotta pay. You gotta pay. I'm paying. You know? Hey! Our first genuine New York interaction, Go fuck yourself! All right, so moving on. So you know what? We're gonna have a seminar. I'm estimating. Look how good I've done so far. I'm estimating about 20 hours. All right. I originally had a title of it from Enlightenment to Nirvana in 18 hours or less. Just whatever. So you know what? So we're gonna have a seminar, and and like I said, listen. You know what? I mean, once you see what it is, I mean, this is all I'm gonna do. This is what I want to do. That's it. This is what I'm dedicating my life to. So now let's move on. So now all right. So the faster, the faster you give me the numbers, the faster I'm going to be able to bring it to my people. My people. Who knows, right? A book deal or something. I got money to live on. I ain't going nowhere. I mean, at this point, I'm just like, you know what? And hey, you know what? I'm human because remember, automatic emotions based on 36 years of using them. So I get those thoughts. Oh, rinse, do. Go fuck yourself. And sometimes it's not that fast. Sometimes it lingers a little bit, but when it really fucking annoys me, I'm like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. This is what I do. This is what I do right here with you. So, that's it. Also, by the way, I'll just fill you in. Listen, I'm not going to do it now because I've been up for I don't know how many hours right now. But I'm going to give you um, a part two B. All right, because I noticed that in the last one, and that was a long one, but I told you, so we weren't done with part two. We weren't fully done with part two, and the rest of it, I just don't have the time for it right now. I don't have the energy. Um, so anyway, it was, the third reason why my name is Buddha, which is, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and how I'm doing it. I'm gonna explain that to you. So as soon as I get done putting the notes together, I mean, I did pretty good tonight without having to, um, you know, have everything written down. I got all my points across, and there's a wise master. He once said, he was like, "Listen, what are you taking your notes for? Don't you believe in what you're doing?" And he's right. If you know what the fuck you want to say, it comes out. And anyway, namaste. Namaste, and thank you. I love you all, my brothers and sisters. See you soon.